What's up, guys? This is Real Deal Minecraft bringing you another episode of Real Deal Minecraft. Today we're going to go over part 2 of our Tic-Tac-Toe display game. Now in part 1, for a brief recap, we went over how the turns are distinguished between the two players and how this thing knows who wins. And that's what we did. So in part 2, we're going to go to the back of this big display, and I'm going to go over the circuitry here. So each one of these are the same, each cell, and each cell is one block apart. So each cell is hooked up to a D flip-flop and an RS NOR latch. So this purple thing is what the button is connected to. And in a D flip-flop, if this were off and you turn the button on, it will change this state to off. The D flip-flop will change to that state, which it is now, but the D flip-flop is also connected to two AND gates, one vertical one here and one right here. Now, this is kind of complicated, so bear with me. When the button is pressed, well, actually, this pink line right here, is connected to this RS NOR latch. Now, before we went over this little intersection, this went to distinguish the turns. Well, it also goes this way, and it brings it all the way back behind the display into this RS NOR latch. So right now, this guy's turn, it's not his turn, it's this guy's turn. So when this person presses a button, it will change the turns and also come down here and change the state of this RS NOR latch. So this will turn on or off, turning this state to on, which will go to these pink things that I have color coded here, and it goes up to every single input that changes the state of the D flip-flop. So this basically changes the state, and when you press the button, it updates it. So the button goes into this RS NOR latch as well as into this AND gate and this AND gate. So depending on what state the D flip-flop is in, which it is off right now, the button will check, the RS NOR latch will turn on, it will check each button, or each AND gate, and notice this one would not work because this one would still be on. It also checks this one. Since this input of the AND gate is on, or off, and this one is on, since both of them are added, if this were to be on, since this is on, this would be true, sending power to the top portion of my cell. And if it were the other way around, let's just say this were actually on, notice that it doesn't update. It's exactly the same, but this is now off, turning this portion of the AND gate on, and this turns back on, which means that when the button checks both ones, this one would not go through, but it will go through this one, sending it on the bottom half of my cell. So that's basically how this works. The RS NOR latch down there changes the state, the button updates it, and this blue, the thing in blue, it's the master reset. Basically, it just resets the RS NOR latch, which is connected into this, which will reset that, and also reset any of those AND gates, making nothing displaying on the board. And all of these come down to here. And let me just show you how the buttons are organized. So they're one row apart, and basically each button on each side corresponds to the same cell, right? So they each go into this intersection right here, and each button does that. So this is from the left side, this one is from the right side, intersecting into this, going up this vertical transmission, and eventually going into the right cell. So it's a pretty big mess, but the other feature in this RS no latch is that the signal will also come down this way, color coded in white, and this was so simple. I just added this right at the end, and basically all it does is changes this light, and it designates or notifies whose turn it is. So basically, you understand this, the signal goes through here, it goes to the cell that it corresponds to, and depending on what state that RS NOR latch is, that is what type of figure will appear on the screen. So that's basically how it's done, guys. I might do a block by block tutorial on this if you guys would really want something like that, but I'm not sure yet. So just a little sneak peek, I just want to show you what I'm working on next, and it's basically it's a counter that displays what it's counting. So right now it can count up to 359, and I made it go to 59 because I'm eventually going to make this into a clock, hopefully. So I'll probably make a video on this next. So this is Real Deal Minecraft, guys, signing off. See you later.